It's like a real conversation. Like, hey, what is it that you like to drink? Like, what are the flavors that you enjoy? Like this is how we can, these are the styles that we have. This, that we're, like, and building it from scratch. That in and of itself is a learning process. That like now people can go back to the hood and say, oh, I got a beer over here, and then they come in and you have, you have um, a more diversified customer base for the brewery, and you have opportunity for the Black community because now we can learn this trade
Yeah, there's a
and
lot of
open up
money in it.
a billion-dollar industry. So like now we can come in and open up a brewery, and I
The other
look.
thing too is like, I'll tell you this. So with me and beer over the past few months, I've been drinking a lot less just because I've been bored.
Mm,
Like I'm kind of getting a lot like there's just not a whole lot of stuff hitting my palate that's like exciting like it was. I think I just kind of oversaturated my own market, you know what I'm
that
saying?
makes
Like
sense.
having like access to all this really good beer all the time, you get burned out on it. But thinking about like what the Black community has done for food over
Yeah,
the years
yeah.
and thinking about the possibilities of that in the craft beer industry and bringing different ideas to the table just because they approach things differently
Yeah, I
would be
mean,
really interesting. Who knows, maybe in 10 years, like what kind of shit could be on the table if people pick this up and start developing ideas.
yeah, I mean, it is like you said. I mean, beer is a food, so I'm interested in how like the Indian culture, gets into it. The Asian culture, like the South American cultures. You mean like how they, use their spices and native foods to kind of like inject that into beer.
I
I
mean, like
mean,
you could come across beers every once in a while from other places, or maybe it's just like a influenced by a certain culture, and it's always pretty interesting. But
mhm.
imagine like instead of it being just a one-off experimental thing, like people really fine tune it.
I mean,
I would love to see that.
imagine breweries as diverse as restaurants in New York. Like, I mean, like where you're going down and you're seeing black breweries and Hispanic breweries and
Well,
Asian breweries and white. I
that's
mean,
another
like,
fucking problem with breweries right now. To me, it's like every brewery is like equivalent to like SoundCloud rappers, where it's like everybody's just trying to do what's gonna get the most streams. Like,
yeah,
what am I gonna do? I mean, I understand it's a business. You got to
mm,
turn over those fucking kegs, and
mm,
but it's like motherfucker. It's like last time I was in Brooklyn, we went to like a few different breweries, and every single one's like IPAs,
mm,
IPA. It's like okay,
yeah,
cool. Let me go all over the fucking city just to drink the same fucking beer
yeah.
in 5 different rooms.